cast a spell on me. You hit me like the sky fell on me, and I decided you look well on me. So let's go somewhere no one else can see you and me.
What's up, Tribe? Jim here for another edition of TribeVibeTV. On the road this week with Forrest. Cleveland, Ohio is where I am, but I'm going to bring a panel of analysts in from around the country to talk about the Sweet 16 for ITF's March Madness individual competition. First, let's bring on Trey Griffin to talk about the left side of the Sweet 16 bracket. All right, we're joined now by Trey Griffin via satellite from Homewood, Alabama. And Trey, obviously the Sweet 16 is really starting to take shape here with the ITF March Madness Challenge. And just looking at the left side of the bracket, a lot going on that side, especially when you look at the top. You had the chance to see the upset of Katie McElroy over Joe Allen Sexton, a very controversial upset take place last week. Kind of take us through that entire side of the bracket.
Well, last week was pretty fun to watch. Katie came in as a 4 seed, taking out Joe Allen, who I believe was pretty high up there as far as the seed goes. She just gritted through those push-ups and came out on top. But as far as the Sweet 16 goes, Amy Campbell is going to be really, really tough for Katie. Amy's she's done a lot of competitions. She definitely has the experience. If you go down, you got David Morris and Clint Shattinger. Clint's a really, really strong guy. David has a lot of gas, so that's going to be a really, really good matchup. Matt White, AB. Matt White, probably one of the best athletes we have here at ITF, facing off AB, who's been with us for almost 2 years now. So there you have athleticism matching up against experience. And then at the bottom, one of the OGs, talking about experience. This guy's been around forever. He's like Jerry Stackhouse. He's been around for ages. And then we also have him going up against Adam Green, a.k.a. Chris Feeler. So that's going to be a really, really good matchup itself.
So as you kind of look at all these great matchups, taking us through the bracket, give us some predictions starting at the top with who you think is going to advance to the Elite Eight and the Final Four, of course, for this region.
Sure. Well, I really hate making predictions because I don't want to, offend people. But, hey, these are my predictions.
You sound like Kirk Herbstreit on Saturday before he calls the game.
All right, so I'm going to have to go with that top matchup. I'm going to go with Amy Campbell. And with that workout, I really think that the power cleans, Clint Shattinger is going to really separate himself with David. So I'm going with Amy Campbell facing off against Shattinger, as I like to call him, in the Elite Eight. Matt White, Anna Baxter, that's just such a toss-up right there. Any one of those guys can win. It really just depends on what AB decides to do the night before. If he decides to go home and take it easy, he may come out on top. But off the top of my head, I'm going to go with Matt White facing off against Stephen Ogletree in the Elite Eight.
AB is a wild card. You never know what you're going to get with him. He's kind of like a Marcus Dupree.
Good one right there. Yeah, I like that.
Well, Trey, thanks for joining us here on TribeVibeTV. And, hey, maybe we will have the Final Four matchups that you're talking about. Maybe we won't, but everybody can stay tuned throughout the week to find out the winners leading up to next Saturday's Final Four event at ITF Downtown on the 31st. Thanks again, Trey.
All right, man. See you.
Now we're joined by Kane Hill, live via satellite from Boston. Kane, thanks for joining us here on TribeVibeTV. We hate that you couldn't participate in this contest. You're out on the road making a huge impact on the world of technology. But, hey, let's talk about the right side of this bracket, starting with OG Chuck Andrews, my pick to win it all, as he faces the Cinderella story that is Danny Bowers.
Yeah. And just so everyone knows, I've worked out with Chuck for a very, very long time, and he is one of the most intense guys I've ever seen in a workout. So he will take any workout as seriously as if it were the actual competition in the national games today. This workout, frankly, could not have fit Chuck better. His row is intense. He goes 200% every time. He goes from absolute closed position to the high position up to his chin on every single pull. I've never seen, he's one of the fastest rowers we've got. Not the tallest guy that we've got, but an unbelievable rower. And as far as the Oli lifts are concerned, he's one of the strongest guys we've got. And with only a 135 power clean, this means he's literally going to string them together. He's not even going to rest. So my pick on this one, even if it was, I would pick Chuck actually in this one over some of our best athletes at the gym. Danny, fantastic story. I think it's great that you've gotten this far. I think you picked the absolute worst workout to go up against Chuck Andrews. But Danny, if you've got it in you, I've never worked out with you, but if you've got it in you, you're going to have to bring every single bit of heart, of muscle, of pain that you've got to beat Chuck Andrews on this particular workout.
Well, Kane, we took up just about all of our 3 minutes going through that one matchup, but real
I've only got 3 minutes?
Talking about Grobin and Campbell. Obviously, these guys go way back. This is going to be a fun one. And then moving on to Drake, taking on the lone female on this side, Gretchen Pickett, and then Brant McDuffie and Alan Heaton. Kind of break those three down and make some predictions.
Okay, make them quick. I got Grobin on the Matt Campbell matchup. I love Matt Campbell. Matt Campbell can pick up more weight than I've ever seen from the ground up to his waist, but he struggles a little bit in that transition from the waist to the chest, and he tends to use his arms a bit much, so I think it'll wear him down. I think Grobin's got impeccable form for that Oli lift, and he's an intense rower. He's got an incredible row. James Drake and Gretchen, I don't know either of them. I've seen their scores, but just looking at this particular workout, I'm actually going to go with Gretchen. I think she's got a ridiculous sit-up from what I've heard. I think she'll be extremely fast. I think she's got a great heart. I think that her oxidative will really come into play here. James, I haven't really gotten to work out with you very much, but I wish you luck on that one. And finally, Brant and Allen. I think that's a great matchup. Frankly, both of them, for body weight on their sit-ups, they're going to be ridiculously fast. Both of them are great at that. I think where this is going to come down to it is who can get through those power cleans, because Brant and Allen both, while great at the body weight stuff, struggle a little bit with their form on that power clean. I think you're going to see some of those pulling elbows a little bit, and if you have that, it's going to wear them down. So by that last round, they're going to be struggling to get one or two at a time on those power lifts. But when it comes to that sit-up, never seen anyone move as fast as Brant. And I know Allen's extremely fast on the sit-up as well. And on the row, Brantley's got a little bit of an edge just because of his height. So in that pick, I've got Brantley in that pick.
Kane, thanks so much for joining us live via satellite from Boston. Good luck in the rest of your trip. We're going to take a break now and hear a little bit from our main sponsor, Progenics.
Let's go!
I'd like to thank Progenics for sponsoring this show. Thank Trey and Kane for an awesome job as our analysts this week, and encourage you to keep up with all of the results for the Sweet 16 via Facebook and our ITF website at irontribefitness.com as we get closer to the Final Four, which will take place at ITF Downtown on March 31st, Saturday, the same day as the actual NCAA Final Four takes place. Great stuff from Mike. Great stuff from everyone. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of TribeVibeTV. We'll see you next week. You guys are going to use that. You guys are going to use that outtake on me. It's okay. It's okay. Go. Use it. Use it. Use it. I should just cut it down.